What's up, everyone? My name is Blue, and we are back with some more malicious compliance stories. Following the rules to make people look like fools. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. And with that, let's get into it. You want your money back on this item that is selling for 10 times what you are paying for, and you demand it now? Sounds good. I run an anime geek store, and we are really lenient with pre-orders. We used to not require a deposit to make an order, and in case you needed more time to pick up an item, all you had to do was ask. We could also hold the items for as long as needed in our storage if you wanted to gather a lot of items so you could save on trips and shipping. Back in February, Funko released a special edition vinyl pop of Naruto Hokage. This one in particular had a 1-in-6 chase variant that ended reaching up to a resale value of $130. But the way I do pre-orders is that if you order 6 of the same piece, you are guaranteed a chase. But if you only order 1, you still get a 1-in-6 chance of getting the chase. I just mix them up in random boxes and do a public stream raffle on social media, so everyone knows who won the chase, and I get good publicity that way. A client ordered just 1 and left $5 as deposit. The piece was $15. This particular client won the raffle along several other clients, but he wasn't that interested in picking it up or paying for the rest of it. I send him a message letting him know that he had won the special variant and he had a week to pay it or he will lose his pre-order. At first, he was angry because he wanted the normal version, not this yellow thing. But we explained we could change it if he wanted, but that this one was far more valuable. He said he asked his son and his son wanted it anyway, but asked for more time to pay, so we gave him 1 more week. Then he asked for another week, and another. Then we had to close the store for a time for, 2020 reasons. And we told him we had to close, but we could still schedule an appointment to give him his item, or wait until the worst passed. He never answered. Eventually, we were able to reopen the store with regulations in place, and send him another message telling him we can save it for as long as needed in these strange times. He still didn't answer the messages, but at this point he arrived at the store and demanded for his money back, citing how we were on the middle of what was going on, fair, and he couldn't waste money on frivolous plastic, also fair. I asked him if he was sure, and even showed him the price the figure was selling for. At that point in time, the chase figure was selling closer to $150, and he just had to pay retail price, so about $10 more for it. He said he was sure I had made up the numbers, that he had ordered the figure for his son, but he didn't deserve it, harsh, and just demanded his money back. I just said, fine, I'll give you your money back. Also, I'll just put this figure out for sale. He just said, whatever, just give me my money. I made a point to grab a post-it note that I used to put prices to not damage the box. Write in big black letters, $90, last one, and put it on the glass window that leads to the street. I could see him turn his eyes while I did this. While my employee was giving him his $5 back and giving him a receipt, a young man knocked on the door. I gave him some cleaning goo, checked his temperature, and let him in. He immediately asked to buy the Naruto chase figure. The angry man's eyes went wide open over his mask as I picked the pop and guided the young man to the desk, where he handed me the bills one by one. The angry man stood there shocked, as the younger man was gushing about how hard to get that figure was, and how he was getting it for half the price other places were asking. And in such perfect condition, too. I couldn't have had a better reaction even if I paid him for it, lol. The young man completed his purchase and left as fast as he came. The angry man looked at me almost as if accusing me of taking advantage of him. I just said, "Well, you got your money back. I'm happy, you're happy. If you need anything else, please let me know, and stay safe out there." The man just didn't have much else to say and left. Kind of a small and silly thing to feel good about, but 2020 hit us so hard that any unexpected profit was cause for celebration. So we celebrated that good sale with some instant ramen, Naruto style. I mean, honestly, at that point, get the chase figure, buy the regular one, and at worst comes to worst, you're out what, $15? I mean, if you don't want the yellow one, you just sell it and you profit. That was a missed investment. Cheapo Consignment Store. Many years ago, when our first son was a toddler, my wife was shopping in a consignment store for kids' stuff. She happened to see a lady bringing in a bunch of stuff to sell to the store, and overheard the conversation. This woman had multiple bags of Thomas the Tank Engine toys and track, as well as one of the train tables. If it was new on the shelf, it would be several $100s worth of stuff. The employee working there offered her a lowball offer, saying, "$100 is the most I can offer. If you think you could get more, you are going to have to find a buyer yourself." My son was a huge Thomas the Tank Engine fan, and my wife's eyes lit up. My bargain hunting wife immediately went over and said, "I think you just found a buyer. Will you take $200 for all of it?" The employee got mad and said they weren't allowed to conduct business inside the store. So my wife helped her carry it out to the parking lot and gave her $200 for a ridiculous number of Thomas the Tank Engine toys that my son and eventually his younger 3 siblings played with for years. You know, there's a saying, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. Basically means if you're getting too greedy, something bad's gonna happen to you. A hairy malicious compliance with a wholesome ending. My partner and I were planning a visit. We have both been comparing our body hair progress in lockdown via video and, well, I think our chat is self-explanatory. Me: "If you want to keep growing your beard, you do you. It's fun." "Do you want me to shave my legs?" Them: "No, you do whatever you want to do to make you feel good." Me: "Do you like them now? I will keep them hairy if you like them." Them: "Is it strange to say I like both?" I hate making decisions for myself. So, malicious compliance. I prepare for their visit and shave just one leg. My legs were very hairy. Let me make this clear. My pale-ass legs look like lint rollers used on my cat. It looks absolutely ridiculous, but I'm now committed to the compliance. They come over and I sit next to them on the sofa. I've worn shorts in the winter especially for the occasion, and plonk my legs on their lap. They don't immediately notice and are stroking the leg that was closer to them and said, "I like this leg." And I flipped the other leg on top and announced, "But do you like this leg too?" They looked so shocked, but then bust out laughing, saying, "I can't believe you did that." It turns out they did like it though. Anyway, so my malicious intent didn't land, but I thought y'all might appreciate a happy ending for once. So it seems like OP was hoping for a hairier situation than they ended up getting. At least this story wasn't entirely fluff. Alright, I'll stop. And that's all the time we have today for these malicious compliance stories. If you liked any of the stories, make sure to click that like button. And if you related to any of them, let us know in the comments section. And also, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more crazy stories. Thanks for listening, everyone. Catch you later.